and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're continuing the, what have we called it? The revisiting series of Scotch. Now, if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. Let's get on with it, shall we? So, Mr. Randy's revisiting series, about a year ago, I started up the channel in 2025, and we had a bunch of low-shelf whiskeys, bourbons, Irish, and then Scotch. Got hooked on Scotch. Had a lot of what you would call inexpensive Scotch or bottom shelf. Today we're going to be doing a revisiting of the old Smuggler blended Scotch. It does come in at 40% alcohol by volume. We had this before, recommended by Mad Mick. Very wonderful Scotch for what it is, a lower shelf, inexpensive. So today we're going to be doing an off the rip in the revisiting series for Old Smuggler. For all the new people out there, let's do the rundown real quick. Mr. Randy does a 3-part series where he does whiskeys, wines, beers, all sorts of libation reviews. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, pour it in a glass, have a taste, and share my first impressions with you, because you're special, man. You're really special. Part 2 is called the full review. I will leave whatever's left in the bottle for a week, 2 weeks, and we'll see how it turns out. If it gets better, it gets worse, it is what it is. I go on the internet, I find as much information. There was a little bit of information on this. I'll see if it's still there. Come back, we'll present it to you, and we'll share. Part 3, all the way down, called the final pour, thusly named. We're going to compare the final pour to the first pour and everything in between. So let's get on with it, shall we? Old Smuggler. You're definitely getting some sweet honey, very soft on the nose, very soft, sweet, like light caramel, not that strong caramel, but like a hint of caramel, oak, vanilla. It's very easy, very light, very soft on the nose. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Yeah, that's the same thing. Very soft, very sweet. Well, not say very sweet. A good amount of sweetness. Look at that. Their legs are just running. Those legs are running. Let's get that second palating. So one of the parameters I have for this series is I had to have tried the bottle before. It has to be roughly about $20. That might go up to the $30 mark and possibly a $40. There's a few that might make this whole series. But I want to see, because some of these bottles I did not care much for them up front, but it was the second half of the bottle I noticed a difference, a change for the better. This was one of those. It has, like, you ever had one of those little caramel squares? It tastes kind of like that, like a remnants, like you've ate a few of them and you have that sort of lingering taste in your mouth. This is what it tastes like. That is very soft. That is very easy. We don't like using the word smooth too much, but it is, we'll say it's easy. It's very easy to drink. It does go very smooth. It does kind of give you that caramel candy, like a Werther's, almost like a light Werther's. Like I was just sucking on a Werther about 10 minutes ago. I could still taste it. That's very nice. Oh yeah. So let me get the finish, and then we'll be done. Just for a point, this is the 750 mil. Now, I can get the 175 handle anywhere. And that's usually about, I want to say 22, somewhere between $20 and $25, depending on where you go. I can get even more if I buy multiple bottles. This was a 750. I do believe I got it for about 15-ish, 15, 16 probably. For a 750, very nice. That's very easy. And if you like Werther's, or you like the caramel squares, this is very delicious. Very easy to drink, very nice. The finish is about as smooth as the palate. And there is a subtle differences between the palate and the nose, as well as the finish and the nose. Not ever. I was going to say, what was I saying? Not underwhelmed. I do believe this is just as good and or better. It's better because I remember I didn't quite like it too much. I'm saying I like it now, but I'm thinking about how good it was on that second half. But this is not as bad as I think I remember it for the first half. It is a little bit rough. Some of the notes are kind of hanging behind the strength of the off the rip. It needs to air. It needs to off gas a little bit. And it'll smooth out to basically like liquid caramel. A light liquid caramel. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.